Hey guys, Metal War God here, and I have installment number 2 of my CD collection, which I do 30 CDs. Just kind of show you what I have in my collection from A to Z, and this is like number 2 of A's. So like I say, I'm not going to go into real big detail. I could go on and on and on forever. I just kind of want to show you what I have, maybe talk about a few items. A lot of this stuff you just don't see anymore, and so we're going to get started here with our first batch. And like I say, it'll be 10 CDs, and we're going to start off with some Asperity, and this is their Final Demand album. They are on Arise Records. This came out in 2004. So here is Asperity. Up next, a band called Abraxas in their album Tomorrow's World. They're on the Limb record label. This came out in 1998. I don't think these guys are around anymore. I was hoping they would have, but anyway, this album's almost 20 years old already, so here's some Abraxas. Up next, a band called Ass Rockers, and their CD called All Inputs. This came out in 2003, kind of more of a garage rock band. 6 songs on it. Definitely some cool stuff here. So here is some Ass Rockers with All Inputs. Up next, German metal band, more melodic in nature, band called Axis, and here is Back to the Kingdom, and this is on Massacre Records. This came out in 2000, so it's starting to get up there in years. This is Digipack. So some Axis. And another Axis called Time Machine. This is on AFM Records. This came out in, let's see, what year was this one? Oh, probably not going to find a date. I am not going to find a date. But anyway, Axis, Time Machine, let's see in here. Oh, let's see here. I know there's a date in here, but it's a double CD set. In 2004. Some Axis. And last Axis I do have is called Eyes of Darkness on Massacre Records. This came out in 2001. These guys are still around, so yeah, more melodic heavy metal. Good stuff though. Up next, this is kind of a compilation. This is Aina, and this is called Days of Rising Doom, the Metal Opera. This is kind of a limited edition, and this has, let's see here. There's actually quite a few artists in here. And it has the story of Aina and just a book in here. Let me see if I can find what some of the artists are in here. Oh man, there's just a lot of them in here. Anyway, a metal opera by Aina. This came out in 2003. Up next, band called Alpha Tiger, and this is Identity, and this is, let's see, this came out in 2014. These guys are around today, still doing it. I have a bunch of Alpha Tiger on vinyl as well. This is on SPV label. And some Anthrax with worship music. This is probably one of my favorites of the newer Anthrax that's out. And let's see here. This is kind of a slipcase, I believe. No, it's not, sorry. But it's kind of a backwards digipack. But a great album from these guys. I love this album. Some Anthrax. And then Anthrax, The Sound of White Noise, which is a very killer CD as well. So this here is the first 10 of A's yet. And let's get into the second set. And here is some Aggressor with The Spirit of Evil, which is on the Season of Mist Records. This came out in 2002. And then Arch Enemy with Burning Bridges. Or this is some more early Arch Enemy before they even had Angela Gassau in the band. This came out in, let's see here, 1999. So it's one of the fairly early Arch Enemy albums. So yeah, Arch Enemy, Burning Bridges. And then you have a band called Arch Rival with, let's see, this one is Third Degree Burns. This is on the Limb record label. And I'm not exactly sure when this came out. I want to say, I'm not going to find a date, so anyway, here's some Arch Rival. Almost sure I don't see a date on here. I do not. Sometimes I hate that sometimes when they don't put it on the backs or anything. I love it when it's on the back of the CD or the album. Sometimes they just don't put the year released on these. But anyway, Arch Rival. Up next, a band called Ad Astra, and their album called The Last Sunset. This came out in 2007, and this is on Violent Journey Records. So Ad Astra. Up next, a strange story about this this particular CD. I was dealing mail order with Century Media, and this was actually a mistake CD. I did not order this from Century Media. I ordered, I don't know, it's been a long time ago. And this is what came, one of the CDs. And I had no idea who these guys were. This is came out, I believe it was 1998, 97, right in there. And this is Border of Reality. When I put this in, I was blown away by these guys. And I've been a fan ever since this album. Great album from Angel Dust. These guys were originally thrash in the late 80s, and then later progressed into more of a power metal band out of Germany. And this is actually one of my favorite albums from these guys. I do have a bunch of their stuff on CD and on vinyl, but here is Border of Reality from Angel Dust. And then there is Bleed from Angel Dust. And this one came out in, let's see here. I again, I'm not 1999, so this came right out. It came out after Border Reality. Good stuff from these guys. They're still around. They were supposed to come out with a new album, but I'm not sure what happened. It's in the works, I guess, but we'll soon find out. So anyway, Angel Dust with Bleed. And then we got Angel Dust with Of Human Bondage, which came out in 2002. All their albums are really good, but to me, I like Border Reality the best. A lot of these are on vinyl now. They've been released on vinyl. This is a 2 CD set on the Century Media label. It's actually the second one is a power metal sampler. But anyway, Angel Dust with Of Human Bondage. And actually I do have a couple more yet. And then we have Angel Dust and Light in the Darkness from 2000. And a single album. Good stuff. Power metal, Angel Dust. And then of course, this is some of their early Angel Dust. That is the thrash Angel Dust, and this is let's see, To Dust You Will Decay. They came out 2 albums that were thrash, and this I believe came out originally in 1988, and they have since been re-released on vinyl, I think through Remorse Records, so you can definitely get these on vinyl. I don't have the other CD of this one, which is called, no, I can't think of it, but anyway, early Angel Dust. And then this is a double album set, a 2 album set on CD, a band called Angus. And this has the albums Track of Doom and Warrior of the World. This is out on Sentinel Steel. And the first 2 albums were originally released in 1986 and 1987 and re-released as a double set in 2001. Your 80s heavy metal, good stuff. Of course, got that cover there. And then you have this cover here. So, yeah, good stuff. And then I have the final 10 of number 2 in the A's, and I have John Arch, A Twist of Faith. It's on Frontiers Records. This came out in, actually Metal Blade Records, excuse me. This came out in 2003. I believe John Arch was also in Fate's Warning, if I'm not mistaken. So anyway, here is John Arch. Then I have a band called Abstinate with Genesis. And this came out, oh God, what year was this? I'm not going to find a date on this one, but that's the outer, here's the inner. And I'm not going to find a date on this unless I look in here probably. Let's see. No, I'm not. But anyway, here is some Abstinate with Genesis. The CD cover and the outer cover. This CD collection of mine is going to take some time, so you're going to have to be patient, bear with me. It's going to take a long time to do. Depends on how often I do these videos with the CD collection, but I'm thinking it's going to take well over a year. But anyway, let's go back into it. Here is Anacrusis with Annihilation Complete CD DVD set. put out by Stormstyle Records. And this came out in 2009, but originally copyrighted from 85 to 89. Good stuff here, Anacrusis. And some Brazilian metal with Angra. This is Holy Live, a live album from these guys. This came out in 1998. So here's some Angra from South America. And Fireworks from Angra. This came out in, let's see what year was this, 1998 as well. Good stuff, melodic power metal. And Temple of Shadows. This is actually a CD-DVD combination. It has the Rebirth World Tour live in Sao Paulo. And of course this one came out, and this is on SPV. This came out in 2004. So some Angra. And up next, some stoner rock from the Atomic Bitchwax, and this is called 2. This is come out on TP Records, and this one came out in 2000. So you get a little bit of a stoner rock. I was really into stoner rock back in the early 2000s. Still am today. But anyway, the Atomic Bitchwax. And then some Angel's Grace with New Era Rising. And this came out in 2003. This is on the Underground Symphony label. Good stuff here. And then we're getting down to the last two of this number 2 set. I'll talk about Avantasia, and this is the Scarecrow. Tobias Sammet's Avantasia. I like this better than the Ad Guy stuff. Early Ad Guy is good, but the latter Ad Guy is not as good as the early stuff. But the Avantasia stuff is actually really phenomenal stuff. This is out on Nuclear Blast. This came out in 2008. And it's also on vinyl. I always get these inserts from. I always keep these. For some reason, I'm just nostalgic like that. But here's Avantasia with the Scarecrow. And the last one in this number 2 update is Tobias Sammet's Avantasia, the Metal Opera on Century Media. This came out in 2001. Originally on AFM Records, and of course this has Tobias Sammet, Kaya Hansen, Andre Matos, Oliver Hartman, Sharon Dan Adel, Rob Rock, Timo Tolkki, Marcus Grosskopf, just a lot of killer artists on this. So yeah, good stuff here. So there you go. There is my CD collection from A to Z, number 2, 30 CDs each time, and got a lot of A's to go through, so check it out next time on Metal War God's CD collection A to Z, and I'll see you next time on this video. Take care, everybody.